Hi everyone! Our topic for this video is about skin brightening and what ingredients are available out there to lighten the skin and deal with hyperpigmentation. But before we go into the ingredients and the actives, let me first talk a little bit about pigmentation, why our skin color is such, and why and how we get dark. Our skin is made up of several layers. We have the epidermis, or the topmost layer, followed by the dermis, where you can find your hair follicles, your sweat glands, and then finally the subcutaneous layer, or the fat. The epidermis is also divided into several layers. The bottom part, called the stratum basale, is where you will find the melanocyte. The melanocyte is a cell that resembles a hand, and it is where melanin, or the pigment that gives our skin, hair, and nails color, is produced. Every human being, you and I, all of us, we practically have the same amount of melanocyte in our skin. Those who have darker skin types have more melanocyte activity and more enzymes and proteins for the given number of melanocytes that they have. There are two types of melanin. The brownish-black called eumelanin and the yellowish-red called pheomelanin. All of us are capable of producing these two types, but your skin color is determined by which one you make more of. Now, what causes pigmentation? First and the most common would be sun exposure. Next would be inflammation and trauma to the skin. Third would be hormonal changes. And the fourth, certain conditions and intake of certain medications. They say that knowing is half the battle. But before we even talk about ingredients, it's very important to remember to use products made by reputable brands that follow certain standards, have quality control, and are backed by evidence. And you should always check the label of any product that you're going to put on your skin. If it doesn't show any ingredients list, don't buy it, don't use it, and be suspicious of very low prices which are likely to indicate low quality ingredients or none at all. Now we go to ingredients and actives that lighten and brighten the skin. Now there are many ways that your topical ingredients can do this, and all of them work by interfering with one or several steps in melanin production. The first one would be hydroquinone. I'm sure some of you have heard about it because it's the gold standard in treating hyperpigmentation. It's a prescription drug and cannot be used when you're pregnant. I personally never use it alone, always in combination with a retinoid and a steroid because it is unstable and easily oxidizes. It also cannot be used for long periods of time, and it may come with certain temporary side effects like contact dermatitis, irritation, and post-inflammatory hypopigmentation. The next ingredient would be your arbutin and its synthetic form, deoxyarbutin, which is also effective and works by inhibiting melanin production without causing damage to your melanocytes and your melanosomes. Higher concentrations are correlated with greater efficacy. However, paradoxical hyperpigmentation has been noted in some individuals. This cannot be used when pregnant because some of the arbutin gets converted to hydroquinone when it comes in contact with the skin. Next ingredient would be your retinoids, which lighten the skin in several ways. And apart from that, it's also an excellent anti-aging ingredient, but sometimes may come with side effects such as redness, irritation, and flaking. Some form of retinoids are prescription medications and cannot be used when pregnant. I always use this in combination with other lightening ingredients. Next ingredient would be vitamin C, which is a mild lightening ingredient. I use this more for its collagen boosting and antioxidant properties, and is one of my favorite ingredients. And then we have kojic acid and licorice, which both work by inhibiting certain enzymes that are important in melanin production. Now, I'm going to zoom in on two ingredients which are fairly new, well, at least here in the Philippines, niacinamide and sea daffodil. Let me start with niacinamide. Niacinamide, also known as nicotinamide, is a water-soluble derivative of niacin or vitamin B3, and it has many benefits. Number 1, It brightens the skin and improves hyperpigmentation by interfering with the melanosome transfer to the skin cells. Number 2, it improves our epidermal barrier protection by increasing the synthesis of ceramides, cholesterol, and free fatty acids, and also in part by increasing cell turnover. Number 3, it has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. It is also good for those with sensitive skin and are prone to redness and irritation. Number 4, it also is an anti-aging because it stimulates increased collagen production and reduces excess glycosaminoglycans, which are said to be responsible for photoaging and wrinkled skin. And last but not the least, it is also helpful in acne-prone individuals, not only for its anti-inflammatory properties or its ability to improve post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation or post-acne erythema, but also because it is said to decrease sebum excretion rate and sebum production. Next ingredient would be the sea daffodil, which is said to be found along sandy coasts in the Mediterranean to the Black Sea and some parts of the Atlantic. Studies show that it improves hyperpigmentation also by interfering in one of the steps in melanin production. But apart from that, it is also known to have antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, and immune stimulant properties. There are several other ingredients that I won't be able to mention in this video. The ones that I mentioned are the most common and I think the ones widely available in the market. But we also have to remember what ingredients we have to avoid. Number 1 would be high-potent steroids, which are usually incorporated in a lot of lightening ingredients. They should not be used for long periods of time because they have side effects such as skin atrophy, stretch marks, etc. Number 2 would be mercury. Now, some lightening ingredients are said to contain this particular active and it's not good for the skin. Number 3, hydroquinone, especially if it's unregulated, you don't know the percentage. And this again should not be used for long periods of time because of unwanted side effects. And then finally, like I mentioned earlier, unregulated, unbranded and not FDA approved products should never be put on your skin, especially on your face. Remember that dealing with pigmentation should involve sun avoidance and sun protection, a combination of treatments and procedures that work synergistically together to help improve your condition, and of course, consistency in using these products, and of course, patience. And always, 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 when you're not sure, you want to really know what you have, and to be able to apply the right medications and the right treatment, don't hesitate to come to the experts, such as your board-certified dermatologists. So I hope that this video has been helpful. Again, if you like it, please don't hesitate to click the like and subscribe. And I'm sorry it's been a while since I made another video. I've been so busy. But I promise to try to be more consistent about it and providing valuable information to all of you.